Good morning, I'm Paul Harverton, and this is your CHE-115 safety video. So as you know, we got postponed to the 28th. We're going to do the virtual thing, but nonetheless, we're going to do an evacuation video. I'm going to walk through the lab, take you on the emergency exit, and we're going to gloss over the rules. The green sheet here, we're going to have to do this anyway, so I'll just kind of gloss over them. These rules are pretty much for all three locations of labs that the chemistry department has, EPS, SLB, and here in chemistry in the chemistry annex. So all the rules are designated for your safety in the lab. The LI are your TAs, course instructor, that's professor, and I'm the lab manager or supervisor, okay? And so we need to follow that hierarchy, TA, me, professor. No one's allowed in the lab without supervision. No lab work is done without supervision. You only perform the experiments that are authorized, okay? And in the manner instructed. Do not alter experimental procedures unless I or the TA tells you. Specific permission is required to work in the lab or even a lab section other than your own. So make sure you get that first, okay? If you've got special health condition, asthma, pregnancy, whatever, you know, you need to consult your doctor about doing these labs. We don't have too much toxic. You should be okay. All right, if you come to the lab with non-compliant goggles, shoes, clothing, you will not be allowed to work in the lab. That's not really true. I'll provide it, but if it becomes a chronic problem, then I can kick you out, okay? 100% cotton lab coats are required. We work with a lot of acids. Those blue ones don't hold up, and the bio, it doesn't hold up either. So we need the acid strength quality cotton. Approved safety goggles must be worn at all times. Clothing that completely covers the leg and the top of your shoes. So I know a lot of you ladies like to wear those, what are they, yoga pants? Well, some of them have those sheer stripes, you know, it kind of down your ankle. You gotta basically have your pants covering your shoes. I like to wear those quarter socks too, but you know, my pants cover it. If you've got those sheer stripes and I can see skin, I can't let you in. That's the rule of thumb. If I can see skin, I can't let you in. All right, horseplay is not going to happen. Confine long hair and closed-toe shoes and heels. That was 10.9.8. No food or drinks consumed in the lab. Skateboards, rollerblades. I want those put right in the side of our door because of our proximity to the elevator, okay? We've become an easy target to thieves. And these guys are chameleons. They'll enter over there by Rock Hall. They'll put a lab coat on and goggles and they'll just blend right in. You'll think they're a researcher. And then as soon as they wait for the time to strike, boom, they're gone. So let's pay attention to our surroundings too. You guys see any strangers? Let me or the TA know right away. All right, you need to learn the location, how to operate the eye wash. I have a separate video for that. Hope you watched it. Laboratory doors must remain closed. Yeah, well, we've got 3 or 4 locations, so we keep it open so we can hear shouts for help if there's an accident. All right, one ungloved hand. We're using gloves all the time. Now that it's COVID, gloves on the keyboard, gloves to open the doors, but I need you guys to change your gloves when they're soiled, right? We don't want to use a dirty glove contaminated with boric acid and leaving boric acid on the door. All right, toxic vapors and gases, that was 105. You guys aren't going to do that. That kind of chemistry. 125 you can, so come on back next quarter. Let's see, mouth suction to fill pipettes, no bueno. Containers, use my staff to use containers, empty or not, otherwise you need to use a bottle carrier for anything except water. All hazardous waste goes in the appropriate containers. All incidents, near misses, injuries, explosions, or fires must be reported to the lab instructor and me. And keep your work area clean. Chemical hygiene is part of your grade, you know, as well as citizenship, right? You start beating on the GCs, then we're not gonna ding you. All right, so we're in room 3450 here, the computer lab. Let's go ahead and do our walkthrough down the hall. So we have an eye wash here. We have another eye wash here. I'm not sure if our eye wash in the lab is taken care of, but you can see we got full construction going underway right here. Let's go ahead and do a walk through the lab. You know, it's actually probably a good thing we're giving these guys a couple extra weeks to finish, because the lab's not really in any condition to be occupied right now. And like I said, this used to be our eye wash, so I don't know if they're going to have this reinstalled by the time we get back. Otherwise, we would have to use the eye wash out in the hall. So you can see we've got some stuff going on. Here's Chardonnay. You guys can remote in. This team viewer should still be good. Team viewer is a free download. All right, we're out here in the area. When you come on campus, we have opened this balcony to give you guys a mask-free break area in fresh air, okay? So use it. All right, now when there's a building alarm, it's an auditory noise, really loud, these lights start flashing, there's another one that looks like it's covered up. When that goes off, we need to get out. Do not take the elevator, we take the stairs. As you go down the stairs, you want to stay to the inside here. Especially when you come down here to 2, it's likely somebody's going to come barreling out of there. You don't want to get knocked down the stairs and trampled. Get down here to the double doors. Let's leave the building. Do not go to the basement. It doesn't matter which door you exit. Just exit. All right, if you remember the last video, we had quite a bit of construction going on out here. They've cleaned it up. We're coming out to our evacuation spot. Technically, we're going to use this light post as our evacuation spot. But emergency vehicles might come in and out of here, so we're going to come back over here, maybe towards this tree a little bit. The likelihood is it's going to be raining or super hot when that happens, so we'll be right around in this area. But the main important thing is if there's a building evacuation, you got to come out to the meetup spot and get accounted for. Because if there's a real fire and you go to your dorm or go get some coffee or something, we're going to send the fire department in there looking for you. So let's not endanger their lives. We'll come here, we'll meet up, the TAs will make that decision. And you know, by rule of thumb, the first hour we'll go back in, last hour we'll probably just call it a wash. But it'll be a game time decision made by your TA. So if there's a building evacuation, come here, meet up, and then the TAs will make the decision what's going on. All right, hope to see you guys in a couple weeks. See you at the next experiment.